Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the day of the summer solstice, and this is starting my kind of weekend vlog. Similar to kind of like my week in the life, I wanted to kind of show you guys what celebrations I'm actually doing and what I'm doing for the summer solstice. And then of course, the festival of St. John the Baptist, and then the eve of St. John. I actually slept all day. I got home from dance and I was fucking so tired. So I literally just was like, I'm gonna lay down, and then I laid down and I fell asleep and I slept all day. However, today I'm actually gonna be harvesting some herbs and I'm gonna be making an herb bundle because the belief is that like you can harvest herbs on the summer solstice. I believe it's the summer solstice or it is the festival of St. John, but it's always like they are at their most powerful on the longest day of the year. And that is a kind of like Italian folk thing, or possibly Italian American, or possibly something I just heard and implemented into my practice. So today we're gonna be harvesting some herbs. I'm not going super crazy because my herb garden of course is very small, but I am gonna be kind of taking you guys with me after Ethan is done mowing the lawn and show you guys what it looks like when I harvest herbs, or what kind of things happen. I'm also gonna be making an herb bundle for protection to hang above my door, like right over there in my office, or possibly like hang in my filming area. But I waited a long time to harvest these herbs. And I'm, like I said, I'm not going crazy, but it is a part of my practice in this way. I first have to find something to carry the herbs in. I think we're just gonna go for like a metal plate because they're gonna have to dry, and I'm a fan of like letting them dry in their own time. I'm also, if you're watching this, I'm also working on another video talking about Diana, and I have like all my shit out for that. So I think that like usually for the summer solstice I would be cleaning because I like cleaning on solstices, but since it's the end of the day and I have work to do, I'm probably just gonna, I don't know, do this and write a bit. I don't want to, since I slept all day, I don't want to get too crazy. I'll make some, I need to get more distilled water before I can make root water. I think it's really interesting because, you know, I love celebrating the solstice. I love celebrating winter stuff, but this year, because of like moving and working, I found it more difficult to set aside time to do these things, and that's okay. And I hope everyone else knows that's okay too if you slept through the fucking summer solstice as well. Well, technically I still have like 4 hours left because the sun sets at fucking 9 o'clock here, 8:30. Absolutely nutto. You know what, I'll make some rose syrup today. That's something I can do to have with my wine. So yeah, I'll take you guys with me and then you'll see what else I'm doing for the rest of the time. Ethan's mowing the lawn. He looks like a farmer. Hold on. Farmer Ethan. Look, here he comes. Hi.
Hi.
I'm harvesting plants. Some dandelions are here. See if I can get some of those. Calendula. Come here. So we have some vervain, some juniper, a little bit of rue, some rose, and a tiny bit of calendula. And I'm kind of happy. The catnip isn't ready, marigold isn't ready, and there's Benji having a great time. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get lit. You know what? I wanted to get some pine too. Let's go into the back and get pine. This is some pea, perennial pea. I don't know how I feel about it. There's also some Dame's Rocket blooms in this plant, which I don't know. Some pine. Some needles, I think. This looks like fucking basil. I know it's probably not basil, but it kind of looks like it. We got our plants, in my little bowl. We got some juniper, some pine needles, some vervain, rose, ivy. And I'm just gonna try to kind of lay these out in a way that keeps them separate. I'll probably make like some witchy things with these. This rose is such a little sucker. Genuinely. She is so sticky to you. Can probably get more pine needles, maybe even make a pine bundle. Pine. I definitely have enough rose that if I wanted to make like a flower essence, I could. And we have some lovely allies here. We got verbena, some juniper. A little bit of rue. I don't want to take too much rue because she's still growing. She's not like a huge bush right now. And the pine needles are always associated with Diana, and I love harvesting the wild rose, the multiflora rose, because there's so much of it. My vervain. It's like a delicious snack. But I love her little, I can harvest her rose thorns and get those together. Otherwise it looks good. I'm gonna make some rose syrup now, I think. Let these bad boys dry for a while. You can hear my partner mowing. So you're probably sitting here being like, oh, Ranky, why are you harvesting these plants if you're not even gonna harvest a lot? Offerings! A few of these are actually gonna be offerings. A few of them, I'll just harvest small parts of them. Like this, for the first bloom of my calendula is for Mary, actually. And some of these rose petals I'm going to be implementing and adding to her, like the they're falling everywhere. I'm going to be adding to her devotional oil and just kind of having around. And the pine needles I use in Diana's oil, and then juniper I use in money drawing, curse breaker, and I'm also going to put some in Our Lady. And a lot of times I want to harvest plants for more frequently, but I think that it'll be more special that I waited till the solstice. I waited till these plants were really thriving and absorbing a lot of the power. And so I'll wait for them to dry because this calendula was like done and I was like, snip. I'll wait for them to dry and then I will begin kind of utilizing them in magic. Because my vervain is like thriving. Vervain is another one that's like in my panacea oil. Rue is in my you know, I should get some chamomile. And if I add these to my like mother oils, I feel as though they'll become more potent. Not just because I I'm adding extra things in, but because I harvested these bad boys on the summer solstice. So I'm gonna go get some chamomile real quick. I'll be right back. Good morning. It's June 22nd. My friend from California is here in Colorado. We're getting dinner tonight and I'm so excited. Right now I'm just trying to plan my outfit for the day. I know it sounds so fucking stupid, and I remembered I have some cute clothes in my car and I'm just gonna go grab those really quick because I feel like I'm in the mood to be cute. Here comes the dog. I just washed my face, which is why I look greasy. That's it. I think it's Thursday, so I also have to get together some discussion questions, and I'm gonna run to the store, to the thrift store and to the grocery store because I need to get distilled water to make St. John's water tomorrow. But I also need to get more containers, like to hold my waters. I'm gonna also take stock of the ones that I have around. I think I'm gonna clean a few of them out. So, because I'm like running low on jars, which is not something a witch ever wants to be in. I never want to run low on jars. So I'm gonna get dressed and grab some clothes out of my car. I'm gonna see what we're doing. Is this the vibe? I gotta put the right veil on, but I kind of, there's pockets. Oh yeah. I need to find a nice veil, the right veil to wear with this though. I feel like a Barbie doll. Well, it's been a while since I've worn a dress, and I think this is the right dress for today. But oh my god. Oh, I'm so muscly. The vibe at the moment feels like homemaker. Or like cottagecore. And I don't know if that's the vibe I want today. I'm about to make some bread. You know, like I'm making bread. It's a great dress and I look great, but I'm not sure that's the vibe I want today, so I'm gonna revisit my outfit and I'll be right back. This is the vibe. It's flowy, it's nice, got a pair of jeans on. I surprisingly feel more like my mother, but I'm not angry about it. So now I just gotta find a veil. Surprise, surprise. I am wearing the same veil that I always fucking do. Because like, what am I if not reliable in my ways, right? Spray this with some brew water. Put it on my hair. Let's get my bobby pins in there. I'm gonna get more roux, back of my neck, and I'm trying to think what kind of oil I want today. It's a chill day, so I'm probably gonna go with my typical panacea. This is my go-to, which there is still some available at this time, so if you're interested, go grab it. And I'm gonna keep it simple today because I'm not gonna be around a lot of people that I don't vibe with. Some Marian devotion today. And I wanted to try out a Lady Luck oil that I've been making. I just don't know if today's the day that I wanna. Why not? Why not, right? She's chunky. I haven't like removed her from the brewing yet. Do a little dip. Because last time I put this on, I had some shit happen. So a little bit of Lady Luck. And then I got some perfumes sample perfumes, Visions of the Witch's Rose from Austin at Bing& Bramble. We have R1, R2, and R3. And I'm thinking today is for At Death, I Am With Them and I Sit at the Gates of Hell. Today's a 2-day. Oh yeah. Get it everywhere. Oh yeah, it's a 2-day. So now I smell delicious. I forgot I'm getting my car serviced today, and also my camera's about to die, so I'm probably not gonna vlog until like later. I don't wanna run a bunch of errands right now because I wanna make sure my car's okay, but I'll probably go later. So you'll see me when I do that. Good morning. Today is St. John's Eve, and I'm hanging out with a friend, same friend I hung out with last night, who asked to not be on film, and that's completely okay. But we went to dinner last night. It was lovely. But today I'm gonna be hanging out with them. They're coming over for coffee, and then we're gonna go visit the local metaphysical store, and from there, yeah, I'm gonna start prepping for St. John's Eve. I'm making some l'acqua di San Giovanni, some St. John's water. I'm very excited. My green walnuts did not get here in time for me to make nocino, but I'm still gonna make it, just not on the 24th. I'm still getting the walnuts, they just aren't gonna get here in time, which is upsetting. But I'll probably film that process for my Patreon only vlog content instead of my normal vlog content. So if you're interested in seeing me make that, you know where to find my Patreon. Today is a R3 day, which I believe is the one about devouring men. And that's the vibe I want. That's the vibe I'm feeling. So yeah, from there, I don't know. We're just gonna walk around and find out. I'll probably put on a little lipstick, do a little writing, and my friend is coming over at 11. Today's fit, kind of a flouncy top with a little bra on it. I'm thinking it'll look better if it's just like this. A little too much going on. You can do a little something with the straps like that. That looks nice. You can just kind of see it through this shirt, and just what I wanted. And some bell bottoms, because obviously. But yeah, I also put some rue water in my hair. Today's oils are a Panacea, a little bit of Spirit of Rue from Jack's Witchy Ways, and then we're getting the day started. I have to clean up a little bit because it's a little messy here, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet. I'm gonna try to write a little bit because I've been in a writing mood, and you know when I'm in a writing mood I have to write because otherwise the writing mood leaves and then I'm fucked. So that's today's plan. But yeah, I'll keep y'all updated. What a day it's been. I hung out with my friend this morning and realized after I got home that my dog had hurt his mouth. Chasing a stick this morning, and I thought he was fine. I thought it was like kind of nothing. Look in his mouth and there's a big old like puncture wound back there. So I took him to the ER vet. They basically kind of flushed it out, checked it out, see if it needed stitches, and gave me a bunch of meds for him to take. Right now he's totally zonked is the only word I have for it. He's still kind of getting over his, like, he's still in like pain meds, and he just kind of calmed down too. Seems like he just got comfortable. He's kind of stretching out a bit now. But what a fucking day. What a day it was. So the sun is setting. I'm gonna make some l'acqua di San Giovanni. I plan to do a lot of other things today. I plan to like drive down to my parents' house to get hyssop and all these other things, and I just am gonna work with what I have to make it. is I am plumb out of energy, plumb tired. I want to set up my lacqua for tomorrow and then move on from there. I originally planned to like make a reel about it, but I didn't have the energy. I was too busy. So I'm gonna take a picture of it like I do every year and share it on Instagram and kind of talk about the tradition a little bit. I have my vessel. I like to plan for a lot because I noticed it evaporated a lot last year. So I'm gonna, why am I crooked? And we're just gonna do this. So just finished my recipe. This is what it looks like. And she's pretty. I also found wild chamomile in my front yard, and I'm gonna be drying this and kind of utilizing it, and then I'll wait for the rest of it to flower and harvest it then. But we have some tried and true herbal allies in here. We got some rue, vervain, some flowers of different types, some poplar buds from my teacher. I am a bit untraditional in my L'acqua di San Giovanni. I use a lot of like protective herbs, herbs to bring in luck, herbs to bring in prosperity. Probably gonna add some more basil, knowing me. I look so cute. Typically it's gonna be like mostly flowers, but I really like adding more than that. I also like trying to leave enough for it to last all year. So that's how much is in it. I also always, my tradition, or the tradition I made, I always add some of last year's herbs and some of 2021 herbs, and I will save the herbs in this particular batch of L'acqua di San Giovanni. I will save it and use it next year, so every year I'm using some of the herbs that I used to make the water the year before. And so it's kind of this nice accumulation of like a bunch of different years and a bunch of different areas and the kind of ways of being in my practice. I almost dropped it. It's a two-hander. It's very big. Take some pictures of it. What a blessing. So I'll set it back up here. Set you guys down here for a second, pardon. And we'll go inside and clean up this chamomile. Get it prepped for drying. Then I think it's time for some wine. I've had a rough day. I think the goal for next year will be to actually get and grow St. John's wort, to partake in some of the traditions kind of around the holiday that I can't necessarily do because I don't have actual St. John's wort, which I think is crazy. I'm just gonna try to cut fruits so I get mostly leaves. Kind of a little drying bundle, and I'll hang these somewhere close to light. It's usually what I like to do. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this with chamomile, with like the wild chamomile, it's because there's enough of it that I can actually harvest it without worrying about the integrity of the plant. I'm in my first year of growing rue and vervain, etc., and it's kind of like difficult almost to harvest them without concern for I'm taking too much of the plant. The only other plant that I can really kind of do that with is juniper, and I don't like to take a lot from my juniper tree. We kind of a bargain. I take what I need and I don't take more. This chamomile, it's actually, I think, invasive, the wild chamomile.
If not invasive, it's definitely like a persistent weed. So kind of like taking it and utilizing it isn't the biggest deal. Versus the juniper tree in my front yard, I kind of want to form a relationship with it a little bit more than I do with the chamomile. But even with the chamomile, I only took about half of these plants. I ripped them up. And the juniper, if I take half of that kind of tree, I'm damaging the tree. Versus these are kind of just readily growing in front of my house. And there's enough of them that like half isn't even half the population. It's just half. So chamomile is really good for bringing in money, protection from evil, etc. So I'll probably, while these are drying, hang these around the house in different locations. I know I definitely want to put some in my office and some by the front door. I don't want it anywhere that it's gonna get like stuck. So by each front door for right now. And then the last place I kind of want to put it is, I think I'm just gonna do another kind of want to make a separate herb bundle for this hook here. These last two are going to be going in my office, hanging in the same place as my rose that dries. So I think what I want to do is I want to make actually like a separate, hold on, why am I tilted downwards? A separate herb bundle to hang in the general area for protection. And I'll do that as like an actual spell. I have a little chili, like leftover chili pepper I'll include on that. But I'm going to collect herbs for that and then film again when I'm making it. I just collected all the herbs. I got poked quite a few times. That's okay. It's mostly rose. And this rose has such a tude. So I have like 9-ish plants. What I'm gonna do is basically wrap them kind of into a protective type of thing. Ow, fucker, rose. This kind of rose is like grippy. I don't have any other way to describe it. I have things like pine. I have basil. Ta-da. I have some rue, some juniper, and I'm gonna thread this little corno through it just to kind of add a nice touch. Some pine, chamomile, vervain, all my favorite panacea plants. Rose, of course, and juniper. The rose bush really got me a couple times. Okay, then we're just gonna high bench, hang it kind of right here. Ain't that pretty? I'm gonna trim it really quick. Other than that, that kind of looks exactly how I want it to. I am just gonna leave it like that. Do a little trim and see the finished product. Beautiful. And that is all I'm doing today because I'm fucking tired. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bright and early. Good morning. There's the baby. There's the other baby. I'm gonna get some freaking ways to gather the water. And I'm gonna need to get Everclear too. Everclear. Alright, everyone calm down. Alright, so go. I'll catch you up when we're outside.
Now is the process of saving it. First thing I'm gonna do is take some pictures of these gorgeous babies. Look at how pretty it is. Out the herbs for the most part. You don't have to get all of them, but like most of them. That. My L'Aqua is so clear this year. It was so like brown the past couple years, and I think that's so wild. And maybe I'll add some of the herbs to it. So I'll poke holes in this so it dries more easily, actually. And top it off with a little grain alcohol. We can return inside. I will be leaving this out until I have cleaned it. It's a little later, and what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and distill the herbs from the water and then combine it to the actual water that I made overnight. Which this is gonna be a process, so bear with me. Only because I'm worried that this water isn't gonna last as long as I'd like. So we're gonna try this. And the goal is I can make either more with this distillation, or like I said, combine it. Or for is a lot of green alcohol. Okay. That is now all set. I'm gonna see if I have my little pincers so I can like, okay, this literally just smells like grain alcohol. So I think this is okay. I'll add more just in case. This is because I had my St. John's water mold one time. And it was very upsetting because it's like you can only make it once a year. So I have some of the herbs in here. And then I have the distillation process going. Actually, I don't know if I want to use all of the herbs, so I'm gonna pull like half out. Or you know what? I don't want to distill them. This is just such a process. I just wasted so much alcohol. We're just gonna have to hope that the water doesn't like go to shit, you know? I mean, the hope is that it doesn't go to shit. I think it'll be fine. I want to keep these herbs because I like to use them for like magic. Bag of wet herbs. There was another thing I wanted to do today, which was either do some crafts. I got these little antique keys and I want to turn them into earrings. I don't know how, so I think if I can get some like hoops that I'm not using anymore. Oh, those look sick. I also have to make today, before or after my book club, I have to go to the grocery store and get food. Grocery store trip is today, which I don't know if anyone knows this, but I fucking hate the grocery store. It's my least favorite place in the entire goddamn world. All right, my sensory issues are too intense for a grocery store. A lot of plant matter in here. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna strain it, not at this moment. I want to see if I can distill it, like tincture it a little. It looks really different to my last year's herbs, which is okay. But I think that's throwing me off a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna eat some cold pizza. Once again, don't have any food. Eat some cold pizza, go to book club, and then I will probably film whenever I decide to do the Saint Francis medals. I have them here. His broke off and I knew I needed to do a new one, and I didn't do it before he got injured. I also have to give him his pain meds. So I will be back. Good morning. It's Monday. I bottled up my St. John's water and the last time we were doing it. Now I want to pour some out into like a little spray bottle. But first, it is an R3 day. This is my favorite one. It's supposedly for like painful stuff, but that's I love it. I have two little like spray bottles, and one of which is gonna have some St. John's water in it for a friend, and the other one is I'm gonna put my Vitae, my veiling water in it, and try that out before I, you know, market it. I'm gonna take y'all to the kitchen, because I always do my pouring in the kitchen. Oh, God. You can hang out with the cat while I get my stuff together. I'm gonna take my tincture. This is Vitae. This is my L'Aqua. I'm gonna tilt you guys up a little. I don't know the best way to do this. I'm thinking I pour a little into a different receptacle and then put it in these spray bottles. I think, yeah. We have funnels, so we're gonna try out Stinky Baby. I swear to God. Ooh, I spilled a little. It smells very herbal, which I like. I was kind of expecting it to smell like not good. See how it goes. This is the L'acqua di San Giovanni. So clear, which is nice. And this is Vite. I want to enchant these earrings, these antique keys. I gotta do a St. Francis metal. Hi. For this heathen over here. And I kind of want to do a home protection candle or a Devil Run candle if I have it. If I don't have it, I'll wait. So the solstice is over. It's hot as hell, so I don't really feel like doing anything today. I wanted to like do magic and spells, and I really am like pressing an ice pack to my body to kind of get some comfort. I have another video to film today, and I think I'm gonna be doing that. I also need to, I'm like changing my pants. Oh, because you'd think that like thin pants would make you less hot. No, I'm sweating. Temperature discomfort is like a thing that I don't like. I don't like being too hot. I don't like being too cold. And then somewhere in between, there's the perfect temperature. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you did down for the summer solstice down below. I will talk to you guys either later this week or next week. I'm just like so hot and I'm really not having a good time. Thanks for watching.